Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with a really special haul. This haul is from a website called fragrancebuy.ca. So you all know that I have been obsessed with these Canadian fragrance websites since I've discovered them, and this one, Fragrance Buy, actually reached out to me recently and asked if I would be interested in doing a collaboration video with them, which I of course was really excited about because I'm always really excited to work with different places that you can purchase discounted fragrance, especially that carry really good niche fragrances, because I know that those of us that are like obsessed with perfume can't necessarily afford those really high price tags for the niche houses that we inevitably start wanting to dip our toes into. So their thing is, not only do they want to bring you awesome fragrances at awesome prices, they also want to really focus on the customer experience. So they want your ease of shopping on their website to be, the best. They want the whole experience of ordering from their website, the ease of ordering, ease of payment, all of those things to be the best, all the way through to delivery, super fast shipping. And then when you receive your package, it will come packaged like this, really beautifully, safe, secure. And then we're gonna unbox this because I really wanted you to see how you will receive your order from them. So I will preface this by saying that everything in this box was sent to me complimentary. They did send me basically a gift card so that I could order these items, so that I could have the experience of ordering on their website, so that I could tell you guys what my experience was like ordering on their website. And it was incredibly easy. It's a super fast, easy checkout process. One thing that I really love about this website is they have an option to have a wish list, which for me is just essential on any fragrance website. Yeah, it's just essential for me to be able to browse through their website. I might not be purchasing anything that day, but I love to be able to constantly go back to their website, look through what they have, what they're offering, anything that they're offering that is new, and really just be able to save things to a wish list, because typically when I do go back to place an order on a website, I shop from my wish list. I don't go through, I don't have time to go through all of the houses again and figure out what I want to buy. So I'll just shop through my wish list and pick things out that way. So it just makes everything so much easier. I love that they offer a wish list. It's one of my favorite features of their website. Like I say, the order process was super fast, quick, easy. I got a shipping confirmation immediately. Within 24 hours of having placed my order, and then my package showed up about 2 to 3 days after that. I can't exactly remember what day, but I literally, from the time I placed my order until the time I received my order, was about a 5-day window. So they ship super fast, and even in this weird climate that we're in right now. So with that being said, I'm gonna shut up now and we're gonna just unbox this. I will tell you, I have already unboxed everything. I went through and I got all the wrappings off of everything. I tested some things because I wanted to be able to tell you about the fragrances, but I repackaged everything back to how it came originally to me, so that I could show you what it will look like, what you can expect an order from them to look like. Again, it comes in this really beautiful box, and they have a sticker on here that says proudly Canadian, fragrancebuy.com, with a little maple leaf. As I've mentioned to you guys before, Canada holds a very special place in my heart. I grew up very close to the Canadian border my entire life, and then when I graduated high school, I actually moved about 30 minutes from the Canadian border. So I spent all the way from the time that I was born until the last time I went back and visited, which was 10 years ago, going into Canada all the time. So I adore Canada. I'm so happy that I'm able to order from these Canadian websites. It just warms my heart because it brings me a sense of comfort, a sense of home, which I know is weird because it's not my native country, but I grew up going into Canada so often that I remember when you could just get into Canada with a driver's license. You didn't even need a passport, and I believe you need a passport now. Anyways, this is like the longest intro ever. I will leave a timestamp down below where you guys can skip forward to just the haul. So let's get into it. Again, this is how it comes packaged, and then it comes, so you'll kind of undo the box like this, and then you'll want to flip your box over because this is the top. So then it will come up like this. And then you will have a little cover here, and it just, it's a really nice note from, I believe, the president and the CEO of, I believe. I can't read his name. I think his name is Gary, and I'm pretty sure that that's who has this note on here. And it's just basically, hello, fragrance connoisseur. Welcome to the revolution in online fragrance shopping. Although we trust that you've received your fragrances safe and sound, kindly take a moment to verify that everything arrived in perfect condition. If there's any reason you wouldn't rate this as a 5-star experience, please contact us right away and we'll do all we can to make it right. If everything looks fantastic, just as it should, we encourage you to leave us some feedback, join our Facebook community, hashtag us on Instagram via hashtag FragFaves, tweet us, be inspired by our pins on Pinterest, or upload your box opening fragcitement to YouTube. Serving you great deals and exceeding your customer service expectations is and always will be an integral part of our philosophy. We thank you for choosing Fragrance By. It has been our pleasure to serve you. Happy savings, and I believe that is Gary's signature there. So anyways, just a really nice touch. You then open it like this, and this is how mine came. It came with this beautiful Penhaligon scarf on the top of the box. So, which I just thought was a really nice little touch. It's just this really pretty little Penhaligon scarf. And then it actually came with more packaging than this. I removed some of the packaging because it was packaged quite well, and so you'll remove some of the packaging here, and then this is what it looks like inside. The first fragrance that I received is one that was on my wish list. This is another Carner Barcelona fragrance. I've been obsessed with Carner Barcelona fragrances. Sorry, Ambar del Sur. And this is a huge one. This is the 100 ml or the 3.4 ounce bottle. I love how these come packaged. I have tested this. I tested this on my skin, and it is a gorgeous fragrance. It's an amber fragrance. It's a little bit more resinous than some of the amber fragrances I have in my collection, and I adore this. This is stunning. If you love amber fragrances, I think that you will really like this one, and I keep these boxes because they have the notes listed on the back. Yeah, this is gorgeous. This one lasted on my skin forever. This is going to be another one of those like bedtime fragrances, and in the winter, in the cold months, it's going to be like a warm sweater, like a cashmere sweater wrapped on you. It's beautiful. So the top notes on this is Italian bergamot, heart notes, water jasmine, Indonesian patchouli, Australian sandalwood, and amber accord. Base notes are myrrh, Spanish cistus, Venezuelan tonka bean, Madagascan vanilla absolute. And it's the myrrh in this that is very prominent and is making it smell quite resinous. It's beautiful. The tonka isn't super prominent. This is all about the myrrh. It's like amber and myrrh. It's beautiful. It's soft. It's light enough that this one could be worn like in the evenings of warmer weather, or in warmer weather in the evenings. It is definitely more of a fall winter type fragrance. This isn't one that would probably do super well in high heat. So definitely not the most appropriate for this time of year, but I adore it, as I have adored every Carner Barcelona fragrance that I have met so far. So yeah, and it says on the inside of the box here, we bring you a hedonistic blend of ambers and woods, a rich and resplendent fragrance, and it's gorgeous. So again, that is Ambar del Sur, and that is from Carner Barcelona. The next fragrance, this one was also on my wish list, and this is Swiss Arabian Valencia. So I have, as you probably know, I have Florence as well as Casablanca, and this is the third in that trio. This is called Valencia. Now, I have wanted this one for a while, but I have been hesitant to buy this because it is, I've heard that it is very, very similar to the other two in the trio. And it really is. It's kind of like Casablanca without the apple and the caramel. In fact, gosh, I can't hold on to anything today. In fact, that's exactly what this is to me. This is exactly like Casablanca without the apple or the caramel. It's like Florence without the rose. I thought that this would be like a brighter, fresher kind of version of both of those fragrances for heat. And I do need to test this in the heat. I did test this on my skin. It was very, like I say, very, very similar to the other two. Not that I don't like it. I just feel like if you've got either one, if you've got Florence or Casablanca, you do not need Valencia. It's very, very similar. Valencia is apple, lemon, bergamot, rose, peony, jasmine, gardenia, amber, woods, and white musk. So I was hoping that the kind of florals and the bergamot and the apple, I was hoping that those notes would kind of really shine through and there would be a freshness and a crispness about this. And there kind of is, definitely in comparison to Casablanca and Florence. It's definitely lighter and brighter and fresher. But it still has that, and I don't think oud is listed in the notes here, but I'm pretty sure there's oud in this. I can definitely smell oud. So, and to me, the oud really, really overpowers everything else, and it kind of drowns out those crisp, fresh notes. There's nothing floral to my nose at all. I don't smell any rose or peony or anything. So yeah, it's fine. I also want to tell you that one of the other reasons that I was really excited to work with this company was because they said, and I love working with companies that say this, they said, whatever you have to say about the perfumes, if you love them, if you hate them, just be completely honest, you know. And a lot of people will not tell you that up front. And if a company doesn't tell me tell me that up front, I will not work with them. So I love Fragrance By for telling me to just be completely honest about the fragrances. It just takes a huge load off of my shoulders. And like I say, I won't even work with anybody that doesn't give me the go ahead to be completely honest in my review. So anyways, back to Valencia. Like I say, this is a nice fragrance if you don't own Florence or Casablanca, if you're looking for something without rose or the kind of caramel apple note in the Casablanca. If you're looking for kind of a fresh oud fragrance, I think Valencia would fit the bill. But if you have either of those other fragrances, you don't need this in your life. It is very, very similar to the others, and just, it's not worth buying if you have those two. So, but a good option if you don't have any of them and you really want something a little bit lighter, crisper, fresher, not as sweet, because this doesn't have the sweetness that the other two have either, but it's still kind of a nice fresh oud fragrance. So anyways, that is Valencia by Swiss Arabian. And then next, this to me is really cool that they sell this, because the other websites that I have seen these on, you have to buy the 3-pack and they're much more expensive. Now, Fragrance By offers these Maison Francis Kurkdjian. These are the 11 ml like refill decants. You can buy these on their website and they're all in the $20 to $30 range, somewhere in there. And I love that. So, because if you want a Maison Francis Kurkdjian fragrance, but you don't want to spend $320 on a bottle, you can definitely go to Fragrance By and you can pick up an 11 ml, which an 11 ml is a pretty good darn decant size, and especially for that price. If you break it down, if you break down like a Maison Francis Kurkdjian fragrance, like the $320 full bottle, by per mil, like cost per mil, it's incredibly expensive. So somewhere between $20 and $30 for 11 mils is a really good deal. So anyways, this is Amorous Femme, and this was also on my wish list. And this is what the little decants look like. I do have another one that I bought a while ago. This is the Feminine Pluriel. This one I love so much more. So again, this is Amorous Femme, and let's see. I did test this. This is gorgeous. This is a perfect hot weather fragrance. This has got a lot of citrus, and it's a citrus floral is what it is. and it's gorgeous. This didn't last a ton of time on my skin. However, I only sprayed one spray kind of on my hand wrist area, and it lasted for maybe an hour, and then I couldn't smell it anymore unless I really dug my nose in. But I think if I really sprayed this on and sprayed it on clothing as well as skin, it would probably last for hours. It's beautiful. So Amorous Femme is Lemon Blossom, California Orange, Amorous, Iris, Vetiver, Musk, and Amber. And I'm having a love affair with vetiver right now. So this is just right up my alley. I'm having a love affair with like unisex fragrances, with citruses, with kind of cologne style fragrances. I have just recently gotten on a vetiver kick. Like I can't get my hands off on enough vetiver. And this is exactly what I love. This is a little bit more feminine though. This is more, sorry, I just bumped the camera. This is not a cologne style. This is not a masculine leaning fragrance. This is very feminine and beautiful and citrusy and floral. It is not a sweet floral. It's more of a dry floral. So it's more of a green floral smell, and not like a super sweet. Though there is a very slight touch of sweetness to this. It's not like overly sweet. It's not anything that's gonna choke you in the heat. This is gonna perform beautifully in high heat. Perfect for this time of year. This would be a perfect signature scent. This would also be perfect just for all year round use. So just a beautiful fragrance. So again, you can buy these little 11 ml decants on Fragrance Spy for such a good price, and yeah, I'm so excited about that. So again, that is Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and that is Amorous Femme. So these next ones are samples, and this is a new house that Fragrance Spy just recently got in their inventory, and I'm really excited to try these. This is a niche house, and I have heard of these before, but I have never tested any. I didn't put any fragrance on, so we're gonna test this on the skin here. And this is a house called 80s de Venustas. So this was actually a niche. I think this started like, I don't know, 17 to 20 years ago or something. It's been a while ago. It is a niche fragrance. It was just a store in New York. And that's kind of like Lucky Scent. They just stocked niche fragrances when niche fragrances weren't a thing. I think that they really kind of helped niche fragrances become, you know, a thing. They were accessible to people. They were making them accessible to people, I should say. Eventually, in 2012, they came out with their own line of fragrances. So this is actually the store, the 80s, or the shop. It's a boutique, basically, a fragrance boutique called 80s de Venustas. I'm probably butchering that, as I always do, but they have come out with their own line of fragrances, or they came out with their own line of fragrances in 2012. I've got 4 different ones here. These all sound amazing. I wrote down all the notes, but I have not tested these as of yet. So let's go ahead and get right into them. The first one sounds to die for. This is called Palisander d'Or. This is ambrette, pink pepper, coriander, cinnamon, nutmeg, rare rosewood extract from Sri Lanka, Copahu balsam, patchouli extract, ambroxan, and 3 different types of cedar. So Virginia cedar, Chinese cedar, and Alaskan cedar. These, I'm sorry I didn't test them before, guys. I pulled them out to test, and my hands hurt so bad from work when I was trying to get the lids off of these that I couldn't get the lids off. So yeah, I unfortunately was unable to test them. So we're gonna test them together. So this is the first one, and this is called Palisander. Oh gosh. Okay. Now, 3 of the 4 of these that I have are unisex fragrances. This is a unisex fragrance. I have 1 marketed towards women, which we will test in a minute. This is gorgeous. This is woody, very, very woody, with all of those different cedar extracts. There's a touch of sweetness in this. Oh gosh. Yeah, these are all made in France, just so just so you know. Oh gosh. So this is also considered a niche fragrance house. Oh goodness, this smells so good. This is definitely like a cooler weather type fragrance. You can smell that Copaihu balsam. Oh gosh. There's patchouli in there, but it's way in the background. It's not overpowering. It's not like it's not a spicy or kind of hippie patchouli. I'm getting a touch of like a medicinal vibe, but it's not like overly medicinal. It's just from the balsam and the cedar. This is beautiful. If you are really looking for like a beautiful woody, but not overpowering, because this one doesn't seem to be like a beast or anything. Oh gosh, it's beautiful. Those are just kind of my first impressions. There's a touch of like, I think it's probably the patchouli, and it may be because it's more of like a green patchouli that's really resting in the background of all the cedar. And that may be where I'm getting like a very slight touch of a medicinal quality to it. If you like that type of fragrance, if you like a woody balsam, you know, like balsamy, not balsamic, but like a balsam, you know, type fragrance, oh, I think you would like this. Really, really beautiful. I can't spend too much time. This video is going to be super forever long. But anyways, that is Palisander D'Or. That is gorgeous. Again, we are talking about 80s de Venustus. Next one we're going to talk about is the only one that is marketed towards women. This is just the 80s de Venustus Eau de Parfum. So just their kind of pillar fragrance, I would imagine. This one is marketed towards women again. And this one doesn't have a typical fragrance pyramid. So it's just, I'm going to read off a bunch of notes. Typically when I'm reading off notes, I'm going from top notes to middle notes to base notes. And in this, and you'll see, because these notes are all in kind of a wacky order, it's because this doesn't have a traditional fragrance pyramid. This fragrance was, or the perfumer on this fragrance is, and I'm gonna butcher his name because these are all like hard for me to say, Bertrand Darshafour. He's I know you know who I'm talking about. He's a very famous perfumer. That is the perfumer on this fragrance. This is rhubarb, vetiver, red berries, tomato leaf, incense, green apple, hazelnut, and honeysuckle. And you can kind of see what I was talking about with this kind of wacky notes, or kind of wacky note structure, I should say. Okay, so I hope I can get oh yeah, my hands are working today, so thank goodness. We're gonna dab this one on up here. Okay, I got a lot. I got a super lot on. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry down a little bit. This one is smelling woody to me also. This one, even though it's marketed towards women, this should be unisex too. It's very, very, there's nothing overly feminine about this at all. This has almost a tree sap vibe to me. That could just be my skin chemistry. I have weird skin chemistry. Yeah, this, okay. I am getting a very, very strong tomato leaf note. That is the note that my skin is really amplifying, is that tomato leaf. So, yeah. I'm not getting a whole lot of anything else. I'm getting a very strong green tomato leaf. And I think with the composition of the other notes, that is what is making it smell like tree sap on my skin. Which, hey, I love the smell of tree sap. Again, I grew up in the Pacific Northwest. I'm used to being around trees that just ooze beautiful golden sap, and I used to love the smell of it. I would get it on my fingers and just smell it, even though it was like stickier than super glue. Oh gosh, this is beautiful. If you know you like green perfumes, if you know you like a perfume with a strong tomato leaf note in it, the only other fragrance that I own or that I've really ever smelled with a strong tomato leaf fragrance or note in it has been DKNY Women. That perfume has an incredibly strong tomato leaf note in it, so if you know you like that perfume, or if you know you like a fragrance with a very strong tomato leaf note, I think you would really like this one. So again, that is 80s de Venustus, and that is just the EDP, just the EDP. I probably wouldn't buy a full bottle of that one because I have the DKNY Women, which is a citrus balm. It's really very bright and fresh, and then it's got the tomato leaf, and the tomato leaf isn't quite as prominent on my skin as in this one. But this is clean smelling, it's fresh, it is green without being like sharp. It's got a really beautiful roundness to it. It's really nice. I would venture to say that this reminds me of kind of like a zoologist creation, where it's just very, very unique. It's nice, definitely for what it is. Next one is called Copal Azure. And this one is, again, a unisex fragrance, though I feel like every single one of these so far has been very, very unisex. This is Ozone, Salty Notes, Incense. This one has incense. Yeah, I noticed as I was writing down the notes. This has incense in the top, middle, and base, so a lot of incense here. Again, Ozone, Salty Notes, Incense, Cardamom, Patchouli, Incense again, Myrrh, Amber, Tonka, and more incense. So this one's probably going to be right up my alley. I love a good incensey perfume. Oh, I'm so glad that my like, I didn't realize how bad of shape my hands were yesterday when I was trying to open these. I thought these were just really hard lids to get off, and they're not. It's just that my hands were in really bad shape, but my job has been absolutely working us to death. Like killing us, working us so hard. And so my hands have just, they've taken a beating. When I was writing these notes down, all of that incense, and I'm such a lover of a really traditional church incense smell. Oh my gosh, and that's what this is. You're getting a little bit of the saltiness in the top and kind of like a fresh air type smell, but it's very grounded by a very soft but beautiful, rich, resinous incense. And that's what this truly is. This is a very strange juxtaposition between a fresh and an incensey fragrance. This is probably one that could be worn in any weather, even in the heat. I think that those kind of ozonic notes and the salty notes in the top are keeping this one light. But if you're a true lover of deep, rich perfumes that you wish you could wear all year round like I am, I think you would really appreciate this one because it's got that beautiful kind of church incense, like resinous. There's tonka in here in the base as well, but the tonka is really resting at the back of all of the incense. This one is really about the incense. The incense is a little bit sweet. This one's beautiful. I'm digging this one. So again, that one is, I put it away too fast. That one is Copal Azure. This was by far my favorite so far. And then last but not least, this one is called Musk Encensé. Yeah, I'm probably butchering that, but so this one I'm super excited to try out because this is clary sage green notes, jasmine, woody notes, tonka bean, musk, and incense. I adore Clary Sage and fragrance. I think with the tonka and incense again, this one is going to be a love. I'm going to try not to put so much on that it drips down my arm this time. Oh gosh. Okay, this one is all about musk. Oh, this is all about a beautiful, clean musk. But again, with that smoky, beautiful incense, but it's not overly smoky. Oh my gosh, this is like a clean incense fragrance. So the last one was like a fresh, kind of aquatic, salty incense fragrance. This is a musky, clean, light incense fragrance. Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, this, it's definitely a tie between the musk and the Copal Azure. These are both gorgeous, gorgeous, absolutely full bottle worthy. I will probably be putting bottles of these on my wish list because they're gorgeous. Stunning, stunning. This one, again, could probably be worn any time of year if you were somebody like me who really likes rich, warm fragrances all year round, but you can't wear those all year round because they just don't work in really high heat. This one would probably do okay even in the southern humidity that I'm in. Stunning, stunning. So anyways, guys, that is my small little haul from FragranceBuy.ca. Thank you again so much to Fragrance Buy for sending these items over for me to review for you all and for me to let you know what my experience was with the website. I could not recommend them enough. They are wonderful. From ordering until receiving my product, all of my communication with the company has just been outstanding. And I've had you guys tell me in the comments to check this company out because you all have had really, really good experiences with them as well. And I have gotten many comments saying their customer service is just second to none. So again, I'm really excited to have worked with them on this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will link their website as well as all of these products down below for you if you are interested. And they also gave me a code for you. It is just a code for you all to get free shipping on orders over $79. I will link that discount code below. It will be my name, Sarah with an H, 79, which will again give you free shipping off of orders over $79. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.